Hi, I have a beer from Florida, from Civil Society in Jupiter, Florida. It's their fresh IPA. I think that's their flagship beer, basically, and I've actually had this before. This is the first time cans have ever been shipped up here, but like a year and a half ago, I had a friend actually come on a plane from Florida, and he brought me a growler of this that was filled at some random bar around there. And I did a video review of it, but it's kind of a weird one because my friend got here, we looked at the growler and it was like leaking carbonation. I was like, oh crap, something's wrong with it, so I should drink it now before it goes flat. If you watch the video, you'll see that it actually was extremely overcarbonated. Like not the brewery, the bar, I don't know, somehow they had the carbonation level up really, really high, so that like even a screw-on cap that's not messed up with the growler, like there was still carbonation coming out of it. And I like the beer a lot, but I just thought it was too bitter, which is kind of a rare thing this day and age. Because most of these hazy IPAs are too sweet for me and too candy-like. So I have a feeling I'll be really into this one now, especially because today it got over 90 degrees. And I just want it. I don't know the dating of this. There doesn't look like there was any dating on the can at all. There's very little on the can. Kind of like these little short labels. And it's a really nice color. And, yeah, quite carbonated for sure. I think it's Citra and Columbus, and I thought maybe there's Centennial in this too, but I'm not sure. And it's 6.2% alcohol, which I like also, slightly lower ABV. This is the same ABV as the IPA I've been drinking the most lately, Fiddlehead. And I'm already getting, like the second I open this can, it's getting some super fruity aromas. There you go. It looks really good. And the head looks like it might stick around for a while. It's got some small bubbles, some big ones in these hot, humid days, so that's never good for a head. Wow. It's really, really, really fruity. There's lots of orange and pineapple. V8 splash. Love that Citra, and the Columbus brings in a little bit of pine, which people are trying to like avoid getting Columbus type pine and Centennial. I like a little bit of those old sea hops in these hazy beers. It gives you more complexities, more stuff rather than just like drinking liquid candy. Yes, it smells very fresh. A little bit peachy, but yeah, not like Mosaic, which I'm not a huge Mosaic fan these days. It's a really big aroma, and it's not quite like 4 Point from Trillium, because that's also Citra Columbus. They call that a pale ale, but it's actually stronger than this. But this just smells like actual straight up fruit. And it still has that bitterness. It's definitely an IBU boiled hop bitterness. They probably boiled the Columbus and maybe the Citra, and that's how I'm getting this really interesting Citra character. And the yeast is pretty clean. It has a real, like, nice grapefruity bitterness on the first sip. Usually it takes a while for that to build up in these sweet, hazy beers. But maybe this works a little better in Florida because you don't want something that's quite as sweet. Because it's hot all the time. At least that's how it is for me. But some people go towards the sweet stuff more in the summer, which I don't quite understand. Pretty full body, a little bit soft, not super creamy and velvety. And it's amazing that having this West Coast style resinous bitterness build up on the tongue. That's something that I don't experience very much with these beers. And really, it gets very spicy and woodsy. Yeah, the fruit is going away a little bit. Now it's mainly just like bitter grapefruit, but very grapefruity actually. Yeah, this is a very, very nice beer. I'm surprised that I'm saying this, but maybe it is a teeny bit too bitter. We'll see once I get through the can. But this is definitely a standout amongst all of the haze I've been drinking lately. I'm enjoying it quite a bit because I've been trying to get these random breweries that are shipping stuff up here, and a lot of ones I've been unenthused with. But this is, yeah, a lot of flavor and bitterness and stuff going, complexity going on at 6.2. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I give it 4.25 at least. Maybe if they dialed it down, the bitterness a teeny bit, or like used a little bit less Columbus. I guess Columbus and Citra, one of them's not that much more bitter than the other. The Columbus is just, might seem a little more bitter, but if they use more Citra or something. But actually I think this would be great to blend with some other hazy IPA that's not quite bitter enough. It's a little too sweet, and it would probably then make it perfect for me. And I'm not getting much dank, onion, weird green stuff happening. Just a general, I guess it's a little dank now in the nose, but not scary onion. It's not like Fiddlehead IPA, that one's packed full of old-fashioned sea hops that has all that stuff. Yeah, really good beer, and it's still maybe in some places in Boston, but it's really expensive. I only got one can, but I'm glad I did. Bye.